Gran Turismo on Kaleidescape caught me by surprise not only on how good the movie is, adapting it from a video game to a real life based on a true story movie, but it also surprised me on the incredibly dynamic sound design, and this movie really put a smile on my face. Should you race to add this release to your digital or physical library? Let's find out. For this review, I'll be using 11 Arendal speakers in a 7.2.4 configuration, 5 1723S monitors for LCR and rear surrounds, 2 1961 monitors for side surrounds, 2 1961 bookshelf, and 2 1961 height speakers for Atmos height effects. For LFE, I'm using 2 Starke Sound SW15 sealed subwoofers in a stack configuration. Processing the audio is an Emotiva RMC1 with Emotiva and Starke Sound amplifiers powering the speakers. And for visuals, I'll be using an Epson LS12000B 4K projector. From the very first rev of the engine, you know you're in for a treat with Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo delivers a bombastic audio experience that completely caught me off guard. When I sat down to watch this movie, I definitely wasn't expecting for a racing simulator video game turned big budget movie to fill my room with fast, tactile bass and simultaneously provide a solid dynamic range. But that's exactly what happened. The sound of roaring engines and screeching tires is so incredibly crafted and replicated on 4K, it's like you're right there on the track. The audio design is beyond punchy. It's like a symphony of adrenaline-fueled excitement pulling you deep into the heart of high-speed racing action. If you've ever played the PlayStation game, then you know the exhilaration of this cult classic, and this movie bridges the gap between playing the game and experiencing the raw emotions of the real-life true story. And most of that is because the impressive sound design that's on display on this digital release. In Gran Turismo, the cars are depicted as tearing through the tracks at exhilarating speeds, pushing the limits of both the vehicles and the drivers. With precision and power, they zoom past each other, leaving trails of blurred motion in their wake. We've all probably seen these race cars on television at some point, whizzing around tracks at uncomfortably high speeds, but as a casual viewer, it's really hard for me to get invested in a sport I don't really care for. But this movie and its Dolby Atmos mix changed all of that. Whether it's roaring down a straightaway or navigating tight corners, the cars in Gran Turismo exude an incredible sense of speed, immersing you in the palpable heart-pounding thrill of high-speed racing. Every turn, every acceleration, and every brake is executed with a level of intensity and dynamic range that kept me on the edge of my seat, craving for more adrenaline-fueled action. A nice addition to the Atmos mix is the film's auditory landscape that's finely crafted with meticulous attention to detail, evident in subtle nuances such as distinct sounds of gear shifts by the Racing Academy students. The inclusion of accurate sound effects from the game further enhances the nostalgic allure, evoking memories of immersive gameplay experiences. The audio design in Gran Turismo captures every nuance of the high-speed racing experience. When the engines rev, it's not just a sound, it's a cacophony of power and precision. The roar of the engines are rich and immersive that filled my room with the visceral energy of a racetrack. As the cars accelerate, I could practically feel the rumble of the engines resonating in my chest. But it's not just about the engines. The sound of the brakes adds another layer of intensity. The screech of tires as they grip the track during heartbreaking maneuvers is sharp and visceral, adding to the adrenaline rush of each car race. It's a sound that signals both control and raw power, heightening the drama of every corner. The motion of the cars, the whoosh of the air, and the whine of engines blends together in a thrilling crescendo. You can almost feel the G-force as the cars navigate tight turns and straightaways with lightning-fast precision. And this Atmos mix can bring the bass. The Atmos mix in this film delivers an immersive experience, particularly in its rendering of bass frequencies. The tight, rapid bass response captures the sensation of being trackside, surrounded by the thunderous roar of high-powered race cars hurtling past. Anytime there's a crash scene, get ready for this Dolby Atmos track to engage every single speaker in your setup.
Was that his car?
Again, the bass in this movie caught me totally off guard. Bass notes from the engines and car crashes reverberated through my entire body, giving me an immersive experience that I won't forget. Trust me, Gran Turismo isn't just a movie, it's a full throttle audio extravaganza that'll have you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. Enjoying this review and want to see more content just like this, as well as other product reviews and epic home theater tours, then subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss a single upload. For behind the scenes and extra content that you won't find on YouTube, head over to my Patreon page and consider becoming a patron. Overall, the audio design in Gran Turismo does a stellar job in immersion, pulling you into the heart-pounding world of high-speed racing with its rich and dynamic soundscapes. It's an experience that will leave you grinning from ear to ear. I know I was. I'll definitely be coming back to this movie for repeat viewings. The video, on the other hand, there's not a lot to write home about. After all, this is a movie that draws its strength primarily from the audio. This is a power sport through and through, and the power lies in the audio track to really get a sense of how fast, powerful, and deadly these vehicles really are. That being said, it's another Sony transfer, so you're going to get a slick, pristine looking image with some very nice HDR and specular highlights. While the focus is on the power of sound, the visuals deliver a slick experience, especially during race scenes. With a neutral color palette, it might not push your display to its limits, but shot digitally, it maintains a consistently sharp and grain-free appearance throughout. Overall, while not the highlight, the video quality adds to the immersive experience of the film. But now it's your turn. I want to know what you guys think of Gran Turismo down in the comments. Have you seen it? Did you like it? What are your thoughts on the Atmos audio quality? Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you found this review helpful or enjoyable, and if you want to support the channel further, be sure to check out my affiliate links in the description. Don't forget to come back for more future movie reviews and home theater related content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.